Hey, what's up, y'all? Back with another video, and I do actually have more bad news. Anthem has officially shut down its servers. I was able to play one last time with my brother, and I just want to talk about this game, and also I want to talk about why I don't like always online games or like games as a service or live service games. But let's talk about this game first and what I really liked about it. Now, despite its flaws, I actually feel like they did nail a couple of really important things. I think the visuals were top notch. I also loved the flight mechanics, and I like the different abilities each javelin had. There's a lot of things here that they did good. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, the main thing that I feel like that really kind of dragged this game down was its online nature. It's always online nature. I feel like if they had have actually fully devoted all of the development time to making this a single player game, we would have saw things be a lot more polished. We probably would have saw like basically them invest in different things. I think that they could have freed up a lot of the teams, and just had them all focus on just making the core gameplay better, as opposed to trying to incorporate more players. I don't know, but like at the end of the day, what the bones here are great. There's a lot of things here that I definitely want to revisit in the future, and sadly no one can. It's basically gone. This is going to be a memory now. That's all it is. It's just a memory now. And that's one of the things that really makes me dislike always online games or games as a service, because ultimately these companies are selling you an experience. They're not really selling you a product. And I always looked at gaming like movies. I can go and watch my favorite movie right now. Anybody can. Anybody can go and rewatch their favorite movie. You can't really do that with the always online game or games of service. Yeah, you can do it while it's available, but there's going to be a time to where it's gone. You're going to be basically in this situation to where you're just reminiscing on the past, and that's something that I've always hated. And it's weird because you see like a lot of games like kind of headed this direction. The industry in itself is headed this direction. You look at Gran Turismo 7, it's always online. You look at Helldivers 2, it's always online, and it's like I'm gonna be honest with you. Personally, I've become more of a single player gamer the older I've gotten, but I don't really have too much of a problem with online multiplayer. My issue is, don't make that the entire game. You should still always be selling us a single player product. You know what I mean? You look in the past, man, it's like every game in the past, they actually had some form of single player. If you bought Battlefield in the past, even before it had a campaign, you still could do bots. You could play the game offline and play against bots. You get the whole game. It's just you're playing against bots. You don't even get that anymore. Now it's, if you don't have an internet connection, if you can't connect to these servers, you have nothing. You have a paperweight. All in all, it's just kind of depressing that this is the direction that gaming is headed in. I personally love to dig up older games. I'll go back and play Sega Genesis games in a heartbeat. I'll play PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3 games. When I want to play a game, I want to play a game. And I hate the fact that they're trying to put like a time limit on it now, because there's so many games releasing every single year. Like I believe in 2022, we had like 10,000 games released. The next year it spiked up to 14,000. And then the next year it spiked up to like 50,000. I'm not exaggerating. So it's like every year we have more and more games releasing, and you put a time limit. You put a time limit on the how long we can play something, how long we have like to enjoy something, and that's just wild to me, especially too when it's painfully easy to do an offline mode for most of these games. I mean, like painfully easy. And I do know that there possibly could be some more complex games to where it would be harder to give us some type of offline portion. I think those games should be made, or at the very least they should make some type of experience for single player people just for when this happens. I feel like it's your job as a game developer to give the product value, because at the end of the day you're selling a product, and it being always connected to servers is a big negative in my opinion. But anyway, man, that's just my opinion. At the end of the day though, I really did enjoy Anthem. I know it had its faults and flaws. You guys should check out my review. Basically it'll give you all my opinions to the game, but I liked a lot of the things they were doing here. I really liked the visuals. I love the flight mechanics. I like the different abilities you got from the javelins. It was a lot of things here that I actually did like, and it's kind of sad that I'm never gonna be able to play it again. But anyway, man, y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.
What's happening?
Yes.
You're armed. Small trap. The scars walked right into it. I'll have to keep moving.
More incoming. Watch those hives.